Hello, I'm Jason Stephenson and welcome to the Tiny Daily Kick podcast. You know, we often imagine miracles as these unbelievable, even explosive, loud moments, almost impossible like sudden transformations, something totally unexpected that just couldn't happen, and bold. But you know the real miracles? They're the quiet ones. And miracles are born in that space between effort and surrender. For years I pushed and I planned and I tried to make life obey by my rules. Okay, it's fine to visualize and to set goals, and I did all that, and I double check every plan. But what I noticed was the more that I pushed, the tighter everything felt. Then one day, I just decided to let go. And it wasn't in defeat, I wasn't giving up, but in trust. And that's when life started moving forward fast. And I'll never forget it. I was actually living in the city in a suburb of Wollongong in New South Wales. And I was convinced at this point in time that I would never own a home. I'd stopped even looking or considering it. And then I just focused on what I loved. I was creating the meditations, I was sharing light, you could say, but following what brought me peace of mind. And then one day, it unfolded. My YouTube channel grew, opportunities began to flow in, and suddenly here I was, standing on my own land with my beautiful house in the country. And the kind of place I'd only dreamed of. I have this beautiful view of a field across from me. And there was no big strategy, no perfect timing, just pure trust and letting go. And that's co-creation. It's that dance between you and the divine. You take a step, then life takes a step, you do your part, and then you allow, let go. Because when we finally release our grip on how things must happen, the universe finally has space to move. One of my favorite authors, Neville Goddard, he once said, "Faith is believing in the unseen, assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled." And in regards to that wish fulfilled, Wayne Dyer actually wrote a book called Wishes Fulfilled, and it was based on Neville Goddard's principles. But this is all about the miracle zone. It's not hoping from a distance, but it's feeling, and that's important, feeling as if it's already real. When you rest in that state of belief, you tune your vibration to the very reality that you desire. And we don't have to chase it. You just begin to resonate with it. Now, if that sounds a little mystical, science is actually beginning to catch up. And quantum physicists, they talk about how particles respond to observation, how our focus and intention influences what becomes real. It's as though the universe is constantly waiting for us to decide what we believe in strongly enough and then to bring that into form. Every thought carries energy, every emotion a frequency, and when your inner frequency matches what you desire, life begins to unfold and it begins to align. And that's not magic, that's resonance. The art is in balancing and doing the allowing. Do what you love, take the inspired action, but then release your grip. Breathe, let go, let the universe or God, whatever you choose to call it, for me it's God, let that handle the choreography. For me, letting go feels like exhaling, breathing out, and after holding my breath for far too long. It's that wave of peace that says, I don't want to have to force this anymore. And that's when things begin to move again. Not because I've stopped caring, but because I've stopped resisting. So if you've been pushing and nothing seems to budge, here's your tiny daily kick for today. Pause, Take 3 slow breaths. See your vision as if it's already real. The house, the healing, the relationship, the peace of mind. Feel what it would be like if it's already happened, and then whisper to yourself, it's done. From that point on, your job is only to stay in vibration, to keep doing what lights you up and trust that the timing is divine, even if your mind says it's late. Remember, miracles are not always loud, they don't always roar, and sometimes they just tiptoe in quietly while you're at peace. Sometimes the most extraordinary shifts happen the moment you stop trying to make them happen. That's the subtle art of allowing. And if this message resonates, if you feel ready to move forward from striving into allowing, I created a while back now, but it's powerful, a full-length online course experience called Co-Creating Miracles. It's one of my deeper journeys into trust, faith, and alignment. And for this month only, I've opened it up for the Tiny Daily Kick listeners and my email list for only $20. That's the entire course, and you've got lifetime access. It's a huge discount because honestly, I was selling it for $397. You'll find the link in the show notes, and it's my little way of saying thank you for being here, for showing up for these moments, and for yourself. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my current active supporters, so thank you. Until next time, I'm Jason Stephenson. Imagine boldly, then go out and live it.